After 5 years and honor the contributions, and there were many, Jackie the Joke Man Marley.
Jackie is a drunk, a big, stupid drunk, whose wife makes him build a recording studio.
And half the size of what he used to be.
They're dumb and are never going to...
Don't shake my hand, I'm sick. You don't care? It's true, he doesn't care. He uses other people's toothbrushes.
Right, remember that?
I stick my fingers in people's butts.
Oh, remember when he ate the chicken after...
Jackie actually already offered to give you back your old chair. Would you prefer sitting there?
No, that's not fair. How is it?
How you doing, Jack?
She's keeping it warm. Take a seat, man.
There's
this
a lot
great.
to remember about Jackie.
Oh, I love this.
I love this.
No, you don't. How come you haven't been here before?
Well, I wanted to be very special.
Jackie,
how are you?
I'm good, and you?
Jackie, let's honor today your years on the show. You were with the show. How many years?
15 regular and 3, once a week.
Irregular. It's good to see you, man.
Hey, it's great to see you. We
It's
almost
good to
went out
see
to
Jackie.
dinner. Almost glad that we didn't, because that makes us...
This is better.
Yeah.
It's been 5 years since Jackie's been on the show. And Jackie has made many, many endless contributions, including coming up with the name King of All Media.
Is that right?
That's right.
That's almost true.
Oh.
Because I wrote King of Media, and you...
You're like John Lennon and Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't
I
seem right.
still have the note somewhere. It says King of Media, and you said King of All Media. Hi, Fred.
How you doing?
When you walked into the studio, and it's been 5 years, what went through your mind? I mean, was it weird?
First of all, I didn't know whether I was going to be tripping over the real doll, because that was there when I left. And there used to be so much crap and drums and everything.
Right.
And for some reason, I thought that this was much more built up. I didn't expect to be able to see you so well when I first walked in.
Well,
Wasn't there a lot of crap?
Well, they've ripped out a lot of the stuff because we're leaving. Tomorrow's our last show.
Yeah, it's lighter and brighter in here because the cameras and the lights are gone.
Right, it's much more spacious. This is beautiful. You should stay.
It's good here now. One of the things, I was shocked. Maybe not so shocked. I used to predict this all the time, and maybe this is a painful subject for you, but after you left the show, you and Nancy got divorced.
You know what? I think a lot like you. We were practically separated for years before. It's not something you talked about on the show, but there was no time to separate. You do the show day in, day out, and then on the weekends I'm going and do gigs.
Were you separated?
We were still living together.
But he just saw her so rarely, is what you're saying.
No. I mean, we were like broke up, but living in the house. But when I finally had a free weekend, I wasn't going to go looking for a bachelor pad. And then all of a sudden we got that other beautiful house that and it made it easy to.
It killed me because of the years you were on the show. This show is a girl magnet. It would have been great for you.
The minute I leave, like they said,
yeah, the minute you left.
Well, that never went through my mind. Not 90% of every second,
Are you sorry now that you left, or are you happy and content with your decision?
I'm having such a great time, but of course, of course you miss. You know what? You don't miss the money and the fame and all this. I almost cursed. But I didn't realize how abnormal it is to sit and laugh for 5 hours a day, 5 days a week.
Right.
Like it's withdrawal. That's just not a normal thing. I'll get together with my friend Burp and we'll sit and laugh for a half an hour and it'll be great. And I'm like...
So when you left the show, all right, a lot of people thought you were nuts, a lot of money on the table.
A lot of people still think I'm,
I even used to say to you, Jackie, 5 years, big salary, add it all up, stand up, selling all the tchotchkes, all that stuff.
I know.
I said, you'll retire. I mean, not that you didn't have money, but you would retire with a lot of money.
I drew a line in the sand, and you know me, I'm such a stubborn...
Right.
And I couldn't get it together to go to sleep. They say the definition of an idiot is somebody that watched something happen 99 times and thinks it's going to be different the 100th time, right?
Right.
For 15 years, I couldn't go to sleep. You can go home. You used to go home and go to bed at 8 o'clock. I don't know what your thing is now. You live in the city. I couldn't do it. In 15 years, I bet you I went to bed at 9 o'clock twice. I couldn't do it. I'd lie in bed and watch TV till 11 o'clock. I couldn't make myself go to sleep. And then by Wednesday, I would be out of my mind tired, and I was miserable all the time.
But I bet you now you realize you could have worked the schedule better.
You know what? I still realize I probably...
Made too much of it.
I should have been able to.
Right.
But I know I wouldn't have. I would have never quit drinking. I would have never got separated from Nancy. I would have just gone on in the same... Like I used to walk around like... I'm rich, and I got the world
by the balls.
You can say that.
Yeah.
And I got the world by the balls, but I was unhappy because I was so tired. Now, that's not your fault. That's not anybody's fault. That's my stupidity. But I couldn't do it.
Did that lead to your decision, just being exhausted?
You know what?
Saying, it ain't worth it.
And being the horse that I am, instead of just saying, I got to get out of here, I'm tired, I said, I'm leaving unless I can get this.
Right. So that's how you were able to negotiate, because you said, I don't care anyway.
Right. That's the only way to negotiate, is if you don't care if you get the gig.
Right.
So you made an unreasonable demand, so you
I still don't. I stand by the fact I don't think it was unreasonable.
So now you're poor, unknown, and well-rested.
I got lots of sleep.
You got a lot of sleep.
You want me to build a house? I got the energy.
So did you start dating right away? Because the separation happened quickly, and a lot of us were saying, "Oh, we were like, I can't believe Nancy's leaving him now that he doesn't have a job." But you're saying that was going on for a long time.
You don't run out and say you think that it's all of a sudden like a gun going off and you can't wait to get out there. Like right away you just don't.
I always thought you two were in trouble. I used to say it on the air.
I thought they were in trouble the day they got married.
Yeah, we weren't in trouble. Just every relationship.
I think I could have gotten Nancy behind your back. I always felt that way. Man.
I thought you did.
I came close. I was zero. There were a couple of times.
And I was hoping, because if you had done that, I was going to bang Robin.
That's right. You can't have her. Jackie.
She still wants me. I wrote that down as one of the things to reminisce about.
How long did you wait to get laid? Like, did you find girls right away?
Oh, that day.
That day you got, as soon as, that's it.
I had numbers on speed dial.
Are you seeing someone now?
No. I'm seeing a bunch of people.
Right. And
it was so funny.
He's got to spread it around.
It was so funny.
How old are you now? Like 60 years old? You're 160 years old.
I'm actually 57.
Is it hard for a 57-year-old guy to find chicks?
He was 57 when he left here 5 years. A million. I thought you didn't talk anymore.
Fred, are you mad at Jackie right now?
Right now, no, it's good to see him. We actually had lunch one day.
Did you?
But I didn't want to bring it up because it was also at a time when he wasn't sure if he was going to come in here or not.
Right.
And I don't want to say anything, get anybody infuriated, and start bad rapping him, because I wanted him to come in.
Oh, this is recent, huh?
This is recent, maybe in the past month or so. The day we were suspended.
You and Jackie got together. And in true Fred form, he said nothing about it.
Right.
But would have been a good story.
You should have called me.
No, I didn't want to queer the deal, because like Gary was saying, he's not sure, he wants to come in, but...
So you're not angry with Jackie? I know you were very, very angry with Jackie.
Which I totally didn't understand.
The fact
Explain it to Jackie.
The fact that you walk out... And being very
in all fairness,
after everybody told you for like a year solid, Jackie, take the deal, don't make waves.
Hold on.
This is after 4 times.
People have been
I'm going to walk out.
Fred,
I'm coming back. I'm going to walk out. I'm going to come back.
Do you control his mic?
As a matter of fact, in Vegas, the first time we went to Vegas, I sat in a room with him, and he probably doesn't even remember because he just tunes it out. And
I was very drunk, probably.
Jackie Land.
You were talking.
He goes into Jackie Land.
He goes into Jackie. He created his own universe.
Like you guys listen when Fred's talking.
Right.
Joke land.
See, Fred's not mad at all. He's past it.
I'm past the anger. And now I'm just gonna,
let me say my 2 cents here. In all fairness,
point it out to you that you made a big mistake.
In all fairness,
and you really screwed us up.
No, I didn't. Well, hold on. In all fairness,
you left us high and dry.
But that's not.
This show is a well-oiled
That is
machine.
not true.
You were a very important cog on this show. And when you walked out,
and wait, I agree with that.
I
didn't understand your feeling, because I feel if Jackie wanted more money.
But they were offering him more money.
I thought it was a reasonable deal.
Everybody did. I still don't know. I never asked anybody.
But that's not your decision. That's my decision. If I decide what I want, that's not...
Then why did you call back 3 months later looking for...
Because a woman's allowed to change her mind.
Okay, get up on the table. We want to look at your vagina.
In all fairness to me. Can you say that? You can say vagina?
Vagina.
Why are you leaving? This place is a free-for-all. Listen, in all fairness to me, I couldn't even begin to talk to anyone because nobody knew if you were staying. I don't know if you remember. It was like,
what are you talking about?
Hold on, Robert. It was like the second week of December of that negotiation that nobody knew if you were staying.
I would never. What are you talking about? I would never abandon you guys.
No, hold on. So finally, you said, "Listen, I'm cutting a deal," and that was the second week of December. And I started talking to Tom, and it went back and forth like once or twice, and then there was no communication from him. Like, he said something, and we hadn't offered it.
I think everyone had given up. They just kind of basically said...
But we went 2 months without any response from him at all, and after 2 months, I said to Tom, I got nothing to do except not come in on Monday because there's been nobody's budge.
I guess I decided, I said, I'm moving on. Jackie left, and I'm moving on.
Which you're allowed to do and I'm allowed to do. But this whole thing that
Go ahead, Tom.
Hold on, this whole thing that nobody knew I was coming in that Monday, that's false.
Go ahead, Tom.
It's regal the way you stand at that podium.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Jackie should have taken the deal, right, Tom?
I'm comfortable here. No, I absolutely. I mean, I begged Jackie to take the deal.
And I agree that you did. Right. And I was stubborn, and I admit I was stubborn.
And you lost out on a watch today. Because Tom gave us all the original members' watches.
You lose.
You would have had one of those.
I got to tell you another thing that's true.
Thank you.
Never, ever worn a watch.
Jackie,
another reason I made it.
Jackie really missed out on a good deal.
I did. I mean, because I really had stepped up big time and made Jackie a firm offer. It was a 5-year firm deal. Jackie had never had a guaranteed contract with the station. With the company for all the years he'd been here. He was always
I'm not disputing any of that, but it's my decision. No, I'm allowed to say what I want to work for.
I don't debate that at all.
You know,
it was your decision, but it was a bad one.
You know what the big thing we're leaving out, too? You know, because we talked about this.
I forgot those lips.
A couple of weeks ago.
Look at that.
Look at the size.
Look at those lips trying to get over those teeth.
One of the things.
Hold on, let me enjoy this.
That's what Jackie did so well.
Jackie, you love torturing
All
Gary.
I can remember is you standing there, and he gets a few minutes during the commercial to try and talk to you.
I remember that
too. He'd be trying to talk to you, and I'd be going, da-na-na-na-na, from Mighty Joe Young and Climb Joe, and he'd get
I will tell you that.
Your life got better when Jackie left.
I will tell you something. It was the 1-2 punch of... My life it really did get better when you left, even though
aren't you glad
even though I missed you like you can't believe. But it got better because I was able to get more done, and then my life really got better. Again, not a cut to, but when John left, those were the two guys who just gnawed away at me day and night.
He would talk to you, and the show would be ready to go on its regular, normal course, and he would just about be out the door, and I'd go, look at that ass. And that would be good for 45 minutes.
Here's what he would do.
I didn't even have to contribute. I didn't make fun of anything. I would just remind you to make fun of him.
How about the long hours we put in for the Channel 9 shows when me, you, and Fred decided to release our stress by painting pictures of Baba Booey?
You know, that was maybe... You know, there's arcs of the show where it really spiked, and that was when we were so tight. Us guys... Painting and getting the berets.
Well, we spent all day and night together writing.
Can I forget we had a whole entire wall?
No, we were supposed to be writing, and instead of writing, we were
painting. And what drove me crazy was... Do
you still have those?
I still have
Fred did the definitive painting.
Oh, yeah.
What drove me crazy
Funny, I was looking through the Miss America last night, and I ran across this thing. Jackie
and I would knock out 10 to 20 paintings
a day
of Gary. Fred spent months painting the background of his Baba Booey.
He did the Bowie Lisa.
And as soon as we'd all get in our berets, and Tom would come back and go, what are you guys doing in your painting?
What are you paying Artie for? You won't
Artie, hey, what are you doing?
Hi, Artie.
I'm listening and loving it.
Everybody tells me how great you are to me, and I appreciate that. I love you, man. Thank you.
I'm a big fan of yours, Jack.
You're crazy.
Big shoes to fill. Artie had a tough time, right, man? It was
oh my God, yeah, come on. You guys were legends.
Well, at least you get to sit right there in the spotlight. When they were playing in the studio, they're telling me and Fred that, hey, you're going to be the stars of the show, and then they hit us in the bread paper. And they put Benji up my butt. How's he? Is he over there?
Benji took your job.
He smells.
Yeah, there's Benji. You never liked Benji. You felt he was trying to take your job.
I like Benji. I just didn't like when all of a sudden he climbed up my ass and took my space, but that wasn't his fault.
Benji, you want to say something to Jackie?
No, I owe him money.
Yeah, actually, about $3,000 worth of grapefruit, but...
All right, thank you.
Howard, do you know, that's not a joke. Do you know that Benji used to get breakfast for everybody, and Benji has yet to submit bills?
Yeah.
Everybody here owes him around $3,000 or $4,000. Benji just paid for breakfast for 4 years.
And I kept saying, what do I owe you? Like Christmas time, I give him $100 or something as a bonus, but I'm like, where's the bill? And he just never gave it.
He'd sound like $4,000.
Man, there's so many stories to go over.
Can I just,
we should be doing this for a month.
I just want to say, the one thing that Jack used to do that would drive me crazy.
For 5 years.
What'd you say?
He should have been doing it for 5 years.
Right, go ahead.
The one thing that Jackie would do that would drive me crazy is, you're right, like you would goof on me and you would be done. And Jackie would remind you, the way he would do it, that would make me crazy. You'd tell the last joke on me, and you'd already be thinking about what to do next, and all of a sudden there'd be a little bit of silence and you'd hear... and that would remind you to keep making fun of me for another hour.
I remember we write to each other. Not only do we work on the show in the morning, but all day we'd be in touch with each other on
that
computer,
Lotus Notes.
On Lotus Notes computer system. And one time, Gary wrote a note, and you know when you're typing fast, instead of the word make, he wrote AMKE, A-M-K-E.
Common mistake.
Common mistake. And Jackie relentlessly wrote AMKE.
That was good for about 2 years.
2 years. Yeah. Howard, I will show you an email Jackie sent me within the last 3 months.
Yes.
That has it in there. It's always. Like it's like you killed someone and Jackie follows you around with the police photo.
But that was the thing, that Jackie's goofing on you didn't end with the show.
Oh, no.
No, he's still goofing on you. There's
that whole Mighty Joe Young. I haven't seen you in so long. They had whatever the holiday is, the Rosh Hashanah, when all the Jewish people go to Long Island at like 4 in the afternoon, and I didn't realize the Jewish holiday because I'm, been living on Long Island 50 years. I don't know the holidays yet. And I leave, and I'm going down 56th Street to go to wherever I was going on, maybe the Tri-River Bridge. And I'm driving along, and I see a car stuck in, the traffic is not moving, and I see a car one length in front of me, and it's the unmistakable Mighty Joe Young head, right? And it's so funny, and I pull up next to him, and he's got the windows up, and I guess he must have been blasting something on the radio, so and I'm honking, and I'm honking, and I'm honking.
And by the way, you're describing that Baba Booey, the back of his head looks like an ape.
He's Mighty Joe Young.
Right,
yeah, he's a chimpanzee.
Yes.
So finally, he looks over, and he collapses, and he rolls down the window. I said, I didn't think it could possibly be you, because it's an unmistakable head, but you should have a much better car than that by now. And he's like, you never stop. You never stop.
That was it. Let's go to...
I was listening to Bobby Slayton, new CD.
Tomorrow is our last show here. We're going to be outside. We're going to say goodbye to the fans. After all, who supports us more than the fans? And Jackie knows it better than anyone for touring the whole country.
And I'm here. The reason I'm here is to say congratulations. This is such a wild thing. That's serious.
You could say that.
Congratulations. That's such a big deal. That's so wild.
Dead air hit it.
Before you go,
and we need to give Jackie a plug, by the way. Jackie's.
You don't need to.
Did he get a plug from this?
Jackie's joke master.
Wait, before you give me a plug, I'm going to give you a present. I brought you a present.
A present.
More T-shirts? I don't think Brokeback Mountain T-shirt. Oh, thank you. I would actually.
He's not in that.
Thank you. You're not in that movie, are you?
It's a sad movie.
Yeah.
My friend, I got a great friend, Tom Bernard, who's like the president of Sony Classics. I have these big friends now, and he said, hey, they keep talking about this movie. If you go in there with something from that movie, they'll be inside, and they'll love you. I said, they're not going to attack me. I'm going to have a great time in there. But they sent me over those T-shirts to send them.
How much did you pay for it?
Jackie Joke Master Jr. 1 and 2 are available at all Bed Bath & Beyond stores.
This is the thing that's keeping me afloat. It's making me...
Is it really making you...
And it's so ridiculous, because I've been telling these
We don't think you're making any money with it.
I know, of course you don't.
Right.
But I've been telling these filthy jokes for my entire life, since long before I met you, and now I'm making money with Knock Knock, which is just so ridiculous.
My kids love that thing.
Jackie's Dirty Joke Machine is...
Voodoo. Voodoo who? Who do you think you are?
Jackie's Dirty Joke Machine is available at all Spencer gift stores. And see Jackie this Tuesday at Ferrara's in Point Pleasant, New Jersey.
And I want to just tell you, Howard, I'm not fooling around. That seat's 90.
Wow. Has your business dropped off since the show? I mean,
no, it's non-existent.
It's non-existent. But you don't care.
I don't.
When you do a gig, though, I mean, you're used to thousands of people showing up.
And my gigs have completely decimated, but it's the same thing. Like, I worked at the Laugh Factory last night. I'm doing this one-man show, and there's 40 people, but
But you're happy.
I am.
All right.
Common question, which I don't even think I know the answer to. How many homes do you own now? Still the same?
The truth?
Yeah.
I'm down to one. Well, one and I own my mom's home.
One home. That's it for you.
Two.
So two.
So Nancy took all the other houses?
She didn't take them. She earned them.
Did you get wiped out in the divorce? I mean, I was counting your money going, okay, so he wasn't planning on this.
No, I was totally, right down the middle. And
I understand that you two are still in business together.
Is Joeland still a business?
Jokeland.com is still there, and we're still selling CDs.
I mean, Jokeland, the physical property.
No, that's
gone.
virtual concept now. But we're going to be doing downloads and video downloads.
But I mean, that had to kill you. You saved so much money. You saved every penny you made.
Turn the garage into a recording studio.
Then you
start to believe your own myths. I spent money,
but you quit the show. And then you had to give up half your money.
No, I gave up half my money after I lost everything in the tech crash. so I got cut in half about 3 times.
Jackie, so you had to be saying to yourself, I shouldn't have left the show.
No, but really? Howard.
Wow.
For 5 years I've been believe it or not, I quit drinking 5 years. I haven't had a drink.
Hey, you really aren't drinking even
I haven't had a drink in 5 years. And
no wonder you look miserable.
I still smoke a little pot.
Right.
And I'm a happy camper.
That's it.
I
Okay.
wish I was 30, but everybody wishes they were 30.
Let everyone say hello to you. Dominic Barber, you're on the air.
First of all, Jackie, of course, made up the name Bloated Attorney when I was big and fat.
Right.
In all fairness, that might have been Fred. Fred?
Could be. Who knows?
Me and Fred, we're like Lennon and McCartney. We didn't know who wrote what.
He earned the title.
You did, Dominic.
Well, not anymore. I'm thinner than you, Jackie. But two things I wanted to ask you.
One more less wife than me, right?
Yeah, he's been divorced Dominic just got divorced again.
That's 3 less wives. They come and go like Twinkies, and Dominic.
I want to ask Jackie 2 questions. One, did you pay Rodney Dangerfield's widow what the joke show?
I told her I cannot pay a lump sum. I have to do it monthly. I send her monthly.
What's your other question, Dominic?
Does he remember the flood in his basement?
That was some of the favorite moments when Jackie's house got flooded.
You know, I was always really nice to Dominic, and I thought he came over and he was so sweet and so understanding, and then called up and made fun of the fact that we had a flood, and it was, and now it's very funny.
Yes.
But at the time, it was like, what a
such a betrayal.
craphead. Oh.
Let's say hi to Beth. Beth, go ahead. You're on the air.
Oh, Jackie, I have loved you for 15 years. We used to go to Club Benet to see you, and I would leave my husband and my kids in a heartbeat for you. When I heard you were divorced, I was dialing that phone so fast.
Oh.
Really?
For 2 seconds, I thought that was your Beth, and I thought you were saying
She's dumping me for you.
No.
Are you getting laid a lot? Seriously?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah, but I still want to go on that date that you promised me. You said you're going to fix me up with Beth's friend, and we're going to go have fun.
Is that true?
Didn't you tell me that she had a beautiful friend 5 years ago?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe I do. I don't know. I'm trying to think who it is.
I'm your friend.
Well, after a show at Club Benet, my friends and I waited, and Jackie took pictures with us.
Oh, wow.
And well, wait, you took the picture.
But what else did he have to do?
Yeah.
Well, wait, he took a picture, and when they took the picture, the 3 of us were in the picture with him, and he bit my chest. And I freaked out and was screaming the whole way home, and no one knew why, so we got the pictures developed.
Yeah, I think Jackie was responsible for more sexual harassment than any person on the planet, quite
Beth,
frankly.
I don't know whether you're bragging or complaining, but thank you very much for coming.
I loved it. Thank you. I love you very much.
At least you didn't get a finger up anywhere. I have.
You know, can I tell you?
You're the best.
That one. Thank you, honey.
All right,
I appreciate
yes.
the
There was another great moment.
A classic moment.
Where Jackie just couldn't behave himself. You know, Tom had to set up this whole sexual harassment talk, and we all had to go into the conference room. And Tom said, he specifically pulled me to the side. He said, "Please talk to Jackie and Fred. Very serious. I'm telling you, the sales guys don't make a mockery of this."
Yeah, right.
And there's 40 people sitting around a conference room with a TV. And when Tom walks in, taped to the TV is a giant penis. A picture of a giant penis.
That was a show. If there was a camera, Fred, you remember that?
At the sexual harassment, yes, at the sexual harassment meeting, there was a giant penis there. And Tom was just so angry.
There had just been a suit in the company. Something happened. So now we're all getting the messages. You got to show the tape. It's got to be serious.
So all the men and women from the company are sitting there waiting for their sexual harassment lecture, and he hangs a penis up. Let's go to some favorite Jackie moments as we honor Jackie's.
This is a laughing matter.
All the Jackie years. And I'm glad Jackie's here, and I thank him for coming in. It's great. In fact, is it true you sponsored Jackie's appearance?
Yes.
It's sponsored by Havoc. How did this happen? The sexually.
I'll tell you exactly how it happened.
Means we needed to get a plug in.
I'll tell you, here's what happened.
Yeah.
No, nothing personal to Jackie. We were supposed to have Mike Tyson in yesterday.
Right.
That was what we were working on. So I went to Tom a week ago,
Yeah.
and I said, I might need some money to get Mike Tyson in. So they got Mike Tyson's appearance sponsored. Mike Tyson's management is less than together, let's say. So they at the last second they decided not to come in. So we'd already sold the sponsorship, so we just.
So now Jackie is sponsored.
No,
exactly.
What happened? Last week you were supposed to do the last Mike Walker game. Havoc was supposed to be the sponsor of that. We didn't do it, so we had to find a way to make it up. So thank you, Jackie.
All right, so here it
finally
is.
got something out of you.
Havoc, the gritty and sexually provocative film starring Anne Hathaway, available now on DVD.
Wait, at least tell me the name of the movie. So
We just did.
What is it?
Havoc.
Do I get a copy of the movie, Tom?
I'll make sure you get a
How?
copy.
That's the one we showed you the naked pictures of Anne Hathaway. That's
very good.
Princess Diaries.
Because we're running out of time, I just want to say a couple of things. First of all, a couple of favorite Jackie moments that we wanted to play. This is Jackie apologizing to his wife.
How did I know? How did I know we're gonna? I even want to hear this.
Jackie, of course, being a married man, we went away to
Pennsylvania, I think.
Philadelphia.
and Jessica Hahn was there. And I guess we had all got into a bathtub with Jessica
You
Hahn.
remember that night.
That's right. And we talked about it on the air. Nancy was livid, and she made Jackie come on the air and apologize.
You know, there's so much more to it than that.
But that's not true.
On the bus ride home, you guys being goofy took Jessica's wet nightgown and put it in Jackie's luggage.
Yeah,
Nobody,
I did that.
Hold on, but nobody knows that.
Yeah.
That had nothing to do with it.
Oh, really?
So Jackie
got home. He found the wet lingerie in there.
I laughed.
And you know what he did with it?
You did?
Because that was that.
Jackie.
Let me tell a story, because the actual story is funny. The truth of it is that we were leaving the next day to go to Paris, where her sister was getting married. We were going to Venice. We had a European vacation planned. It was a big deal. We were going on. It was like the last day before vacation when we went to Philadelphia for the funeral.
Right.
And you and me got in a tub with Jessica Hahn, and I left my pants on because I thought there's no foul if I got not just my underwear, I had my pants on. So we got in, me and you and her. Next morning, you made it sound like it was a full-scale orgy.
Right.
You know, meanwhile, we were in there for about 2 minutes, and it was so stupid and non-sexual, but it was really fun.
Right.
I was drunk. We were all crazy. So you made it sound like an orgy. So she's out of her mind. When I got home, it's a miracle she didn't kill me. Okay. Then she stormed out of the house and left, and I was like, I didn't know what to do. I thought I had covered myself by leaving my pants on. I thought I was fine. And then I opened up my suitcase and saw the pink. If Nancy had been there when I opened that up, I would be dead.
Yeah, that's what we were planning.
What'd you do with it?
I went out back and threw it over the fence, but I was
He
laughing.
threw it away over the fence.
So, meanwhile, I called my therapist and said, what am I going to do? She doesn't want to go to Europe. And the therapist said, do whatever you can to get her on the plane, because once you're on the plane, it'll be forgotten.
Didn't even know there was a therapist
So
involved.
she never said to me, do it. I came in and I figured this was the only thing I could do and said to you, give me the mic. So that was my own...
This was your own thing. All right, let's go back. Here's
Before
Jackie.
Nancy got the rap, like, you better go in there and... She didn't even know I was going to do it.
601, Jackie Martling grabs the microphone.
This was my Hail Mary pass.
There it is.
I just want to apologize to my wife Nancy for the Jessica Hahn bathtub incident. It's stupid, and I'll never do anything like that again, and I love you, and I'm very sorry. And I'm very sincere, and please don't make a mockery of this. I'm serious. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to bring the show down. I just wanted to apologize. She's very upset.
Kill me.
Thank you.
Kill me that he had to do it on the air.
I'm done, Howard.
But you know what was
Meanwhile,
really funny? The first part, wait a minute, but the first part of that is cut off because you started to start the show the way you normally would, and he cut you off and took over the show.
You know what the best part of it is, by the way? There's a long pause, and he goes, she's very upset.
But the truth of it is, it worked. We went to Europe, and it was fantastic. And that was the only time I ever did. There was one other time I did that.
Yes.
One other time I did that was when I said, give me the microphone. And I said, my jetty floated away. And you guys made fun of me, right? And they found it in 5 minutes.
He lives on the beach. He had a dumb piece of wood that drove me crazy.
It was a piece of scramble.
Dominic and I conspired. We were going to steal it. We had a boat, and we were going to go out there with an anchor and a whole thing and steal his jetty and take it away.
When I heard about that, I was so mad, but now it would have been so great.
Would have been the best.
It would have been classic.
But Jackie loved to drink so much that Jackie would throw parties. Jackie figured out a way to have a party every year, just drinking and painting that stupid thing.
Yeah, there was a million Jackie stories. Steve, go ahead. You've got the last word.
Hey, fellas, this is like Ringo, Paul, and John getting back together. I'm telling you, listen to you guys for 20 years and just hearing you together again, it's like the family is together once and for all.
Well, it's appropriate on this second-to-last show to have Jackie here, and I'm glad he agreed to come in. And
thank you for having me, man.
All the different songs that we remember you by, this.
Oh, and... oh, this is classic. Trying to get him to do this.
Jackie's musical career.
With a long intro.
Yeah. You thought he was Arlo Guthrie.
You think something important's coming up.
Something important is coming up, Quivers.
When?
Bunch of years ago, I lost count of a lot of things, but I think it was about 5 years ago. I was living in a house in Michigan. I was sitting alone one time in my living room or dining room. It was all the same, and I decided I was going to be a songwriter. Well, at the time, I hadn't written any songs.
I can hear the radios clicking off.
I haven't written any songs.
How about this? This is when Jackie has said that this is what caused the major rift between him and Robin. When Jackie came on the air and started reading from your book.
Howard, let me just say, of everything that happened in 15 years, the two biggest highlights in my mind were, one, the song I sang to her, that Frank Sinatra song that time. After Frank Sinatra died, I got inspired and wrote an entire song about, I don't know what you're allowed to say about anal sex about Robin, and sang the whole thing, and you cut me off halfway, and I stood up and finished the song anyway. It's the funniest thing I ever did on the show. And then reading from that book, I still have people coming up to me, Ooh, the legs that went on and on.
Here's Jackie reading from Robin's book one last time. All right, Jackie, which selection will you be
I'll be
doing?
reading a selection, Howard, from Chapter 6, titled The Two Jameses.
All right.
And this is about Robin, who says that she almost never had a date, but then explains the date that she did happen to take.
Okay, let's hear it.
A totally uncharacteristic moment of weakness during my last year of high school. I'd agreed to let my father fix me up with a date for the senior dance. He was some guy who worked with my father at the steel mill. I should have known better. But my objective was to go to the dance, not find true love. It's a good thing, too, because the boy turned out to be a complete cretin. I can honestly say that there wasn't one thing I liked about him. He was an ugly, semi-literate hulk, totally devoid.
Did that drive you crazy, Robin?
No.
No?
In
Jackie
fact,
thought it did.
people still, in fact, Ralph is one of the people who does that imitation of me all the time. Like, whenever he sees me.
King of all Jackie haters is on the phone.
It had to happen.
Go ahead.
Of course it did. First of all, congratulations, Howard. I'm not saying goodbye to you. I know you're going to soar well above that satellite that transmits you. That's number one.
Thank you.
Number two, you fat bastard. Let me just tell you something. I came in the studio. I was on the phone hundreds of times saying you were talentless and you had no clue what you were doing. And I knew that the show made you what you were. When you left, you became nothing again. Please allow me to be the last person on terrestrial radio to say F Jackie.
Wow. Well, Jackie, you had your lovers and your haters, as we all
And I
do.
accept it all.
That's right. And let's go to, let's take one last call.
Wait, let me say one thing.
Yep.
Just so I can say that I said it here when it happens. There is now Joeland Industries. Okay.
Oh, well, that's a big announcement.
And they have a sweatshop where people are cranking out these products.
Me and my partner, Louis Rosalia, have Joeland Industries. A subsidiary of Joeland Industries is Joeland Films. And we have a film. Tom Ellis wrote it. It's called Lucky, and we're making a movie, and it's going to be great. And I know you guys...
What's the budget on it?
3 teeth. No, it's, we don't know yet.
Is it going to be
It's one of those things, the budget's going to be however much we raise, but it's going to be a great movie, honestly. And
well, who wrote this movie?
This guy, Tom Ellis, and he's very talented.
And you are the star of it, Jackie?
No, I am not. I'm smarter than that. But I'm taking acting classes because I'm only 57, and I have a small role in it. And it's going to be great, and I just wanted to say it here so I could say, I told you so.
Well, they're good for you, Jack.
We're in the
Sounds like you're on
thing that's going to make him.
Imagine it becomes the biggest movie of the year.
And I got to say one more thing.
Go ahead.
Paul Bernard is going to kill me if I don't say his name. He put me in Potluck. Remember Potluck? You guys made fun of that forever.
Yes.
And he also put me in a movie called Venus in Vegas, where I make out with Mrs. Brady, Florence Henderson.
One of my favorite things about Jackie, he was always involved in a cockamamie project that you knew was going nowhere.
Well, those get-rich-quick schemes.
He was, and I remember Jackie turning to me, he goes, "You see this? WWW, World Wide Web. Gonna make me a rich man." Let's go to JJ. Go ahead.
Hey now.
Hey now. Come on.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Long time fan. Hey, want to be honored if I can play Stump the Joke Man one last time.
All right, go ahead. Try Jackie out for Stump the Joke Man. Here we go.
All right, here we go. Hey, what would you call the Flintstones if they were black?
I know this one.
So do I.
What is it?
Niggers!
That wasn't the answer I knew.
What was the answer you knew?
Gorillas.
Gorillas. Oh, my goodness. That's so racist.
That's worse, I think.
Terrible racist joke, and no prize for you.
Oh, I ain't looking for a prize. Hey, just want to say, man, congratulations. Inspired to the revolution, man.
Thank you.
Good luck where you're going.
Good.
And,
come see us tomorrow if you can. Everyone come on out. We're going to get together one last time, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. Even if the weather's horrible, we're just going to go out there and try to do the best we can.
While you're talking about that, and it's appropriate because Jackie's here, I got to get plugged in for two companies that have really helped us.
Go ahead.
Cohen Optical on 57th Street between 5th and 6th, and Hale and Hardy. Also on 56th Street between 5th and 6th, have both let us put phone lines in so we can make this broadcast happen.
Oh, great. And where should people meet tomorrow? Where's this?
I can tell you this. They're going to start letting you in about 5:30, 6 o'clock. Enter on 56th Street from 5th Avenue. That's the way to get in.
And by the way,
the other thing,
I have prepared my speech.
Good.
Emotional speech, actually.
Heartfelt.
One other important thing the police want you to know: no camping out overnight. Meaning you'll come and they give you a bracelet, you come back, be right up front.
Okay.
You can't camp out.
And the other thing is, we do have to, if there is a strike.
No gathering.
Yeah, I mean.
All right. Okay. So anyway, thank you, Tom, Jackie. You know what? There's not enough time to go over all
I have to say one more thing.
He has to say one more thing.
I'm looking at Gary, and this is a long time ago, like 20 years ago when we first started at the other building. I don't know if you and Fred remember, but it was way in the beginning, and there was a point where he would come in and talk to you, or he'd lean over my mic or Fred's mic to talk to you, and he would leave the room. We'd go to commercial, and me and Fred would have honest discussions. Somebody has to tell him about his breath. Do you remember that? And finally, we had to have the intervention and tell him.
Who did it?
I think. Oh, yeah.
You did on the air.
I could never tell someone that in their real life.
They recruited somebody else to tell
No, you guys always tell me on the air.
That was back in Washington.
That was the guy with body odor. I'm the guy with bad breath.
Right. Well, we're still trying to tell him.
Howard, before you wrap, I just have one more thing I want to say about Jackie. That it's great to see him back in here. And the thing that I'll always remember, especially when you go back and listen to Best of, and obviously which we won't be doing it much longer, is Jackie always laughed the hardest when you were delivering his lines.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's he always knew.
You absolutely
Jackie
did.
denies that. He says,
You know why I deny that? Because if Fred wrote something really funny or Benji or somebody, I laughed by how hard someone was. There was many times I went home and Nancy would say, the funniest thing you wrote today was blah, blah, blah. And I go, that was Fred. That wasn't me. She said, well, you laughed so
Jackie,
hard.
you would laugh hard at other people's jokes when they were funny, but you would laugh hard at your jokes whether they were funny or not.
Let's go to Tony. Go ahead, Tony. You're on the air.
Hey, guys. Hey, F. Timmy, man.
F. Timmy, right. Timmy the cat, yeah.
Hey, you know what? This is fantastic listening to you guys, and one of the questions that I have is, any chance of him going over?
What, Jackie over at...
Yeah.
There's a full house here. People ask me that, and I tell them there's already a shortstop. You got Derek Jeter, you got Artie there. You don't need another shortstop. I understand.
Jackie says he can't get up.
Jackie can't get up in the morning. Artie has no problem getting up in the morning.
I'll be there to wave when they come out of the building.
You know what? I'll tell you what. It was a tough transition. Everyone was used to hearing Jackie on the show, and I know when Artie first started, it was a tough transition. They were used to the sound of the show with Jackie there and all that stuff. And Artie, you've done tremendously well on this show. You're an awesome entertainer.
Can I say something
it was big shoes to fill. Jackie was a very important player on this show. It was not an easy job for Artie.
It was. Yeah, and guys, don't get me wrong. I love Artie. He's been fantastic, like you said, and it's just great to hear everybody together.
It is great. I feel good that this has happened.
Oh, this is so much fun.
It is.
Really
I'll tell you something, though. It's funny. Jackie could party when he could party like nobody's business, but Artie is 10 times the partier that you ever were, and has never missed a day, and has never been a minute late.
In all fairness to me, I didn't miss a lot of days.
Wait 1 second, Gary. Remember the time we were in L.A. and we were knocking on his door? One time we were going to go do a show, I guess, at the Hollywood Roosevelt.
Right. I remember that.
We couldn't get him up.
We could not get him up.
But that didn't happen a real lot of times.
No, but they were more than you remember.
I remember. I didn't get my wake up.
We knocked on the door. We pounded on the door. I don't know how many times we called the room. We finally had to have someone go up with a key and let him out.
You thought he was dead.
And you and Robin were coming down. We're going like, oh, crap.
Here's what I remember. I remember that Jackie was trying to lose weight desperately, and he was on Nutrisystem, which was our sponsor at the time.
Oh,
and he was... Nutrisystem would give you these little meals, and he would lick these meals with his finger.
Oh, man.
But he was losing weight. Well, we went to, I think it was Vegas, and I knock on Jackie's door. I find Jackie passed out in his room, naked with his legs spread. He's on his back. On his big belly is a giant tray of food. Shrimp,
French onion soup,
French onion soup with cheese and bread.
The same trip.
He was naked and everything was hanging out.
Everywhere.
Food everywhere. And I went, what did you do? He goes, I don't care. He goes, I'm in Vegas.
The other thing that I remember is Jackie would get these challenges from Nutrisystem.
Yeah.
And he'd come in here whenever his weigh-in day was.
Yeah.
And he'd, jump on the scale or whatever, and he had to make a certain amount of weight, and he'd get all this money. Remember, he was always working at
Gary and I there was a time when I had to go to 180, and we were going on vacation for 2 weeks.
Right.
And I knew there was no way I was going to be on a diet during vacation. And the morning of the weigh-in, honest to God, I was on my side on my kitchen floor, and I swear to you, I gave myself 2 enemas.
Yes.
Put on a silk shirt and silk pants and came in, and that needle, ask Gary, that needle was on 180 exactly, and I got my 10 grand, and we went.
We had some great times together, brother.
I loved it.
And you're a true pal. And
well, we get to go out to dinner still.
We will go out to dinner.
Howard, can I just say something real quick, too? Because I grew up listening to the show as a teenager, and me and all my buddies went to go see Jackie about 10 times at Rascals in West Orange, New Jersey.
Oh, that's very nice.
And we
you didn't say you liked it.
No. I'm going to say we laughed our asses off every time. Every time he killed, he brought my cousin up on stage once, this girl, to do a Stump the Joke Man, and he abused her, and we all laughed like crazy. And it's an honor to sit in the chair you made famous, Jack.
Oh, thanks, Artie.
I love
that's
you.
very nice.
I'm a big
Thank
fan.
You. Thank you.
Yeah, and, this is an emotional time for us. We've put in a lot of time here on the show, and Jackie, huge part of the show.
And it was great. I got to tell you, I loved every second of it. Every second.
And I can't
Except up until Wednesday.
I can't even tell you how many contributions he made. There's too many.
I know. We could go on and on
That's
with
right.
all of the Jackie stories.
Fortunately, Jackie has a list of every contribution.
Yeah.
Yes, I have it right here.
By the way, when you left, you forgot your briefcase with all your jokes. We still have it. Give it to Jackie.
You're kidding.
No, we've been holding it for 5 years.
That's right. It was under the desk here, Jack.
Artie's been holding on to it.
Wow. I didn't know what that thing was.
Isn't it locked closed or something?
No.
It was never locked.
I'll sell it on eBay. Benji, here's your money.
There's finger cuts and jokes in there.
Right.
Oh, I remember the finger cuts. And
There's too many memories, and I don't know how to end it, but other than to say thank you for coming in.
the 10-nail syndrome.
Yeah.
20-nail
syndrome.
Whatever it was.
Final plug.
I have one request.
Go ahead.
Can I get my picture taken with you?
All right, we're going to do it.
That would be fair.
Jackie's Joke Master Jr. 1 and 2 available at all Bed Bath & Beyond stores. Jackie's Dirty Joke Machine available at all Spencer Gift stores. And see Jackie this Tuesday at Ferrara's in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. Go say hi to the Joke Man. For more information, go to jokeland.com. We got to take a break.
Thanks, man.
A lot of people
I'm so glad I came in.
Glad you came in, too.
Thanks, Gary.
Jackie, let's do it again in 2011.
I'll be here.
We'll
2011.
Why not?
I'll be here.
And thank you, Jackie.
Thank you, man.
All right, we'll be back right after this.